This is question number 1 from the Chapter 3 test. It reads, determine whether y equals negative 2 over 3x minus 5 over 6 is a linear equation. If so, write the equation in standard form. So hopefully you recognize that this is in y equals mx plus b form. That's slope-intercept form. And any equation that's in slope-intercept form is going to be a linear equation. So I know for a fact that this is a linear equation, so I'm going to cross out choice D because that says no, this is not a linear equation. And then it says, if so, write the equation in standard form. Well, we already said that this equation is in slope-intercept form. What I hope you remember is what an equation in standard form looks like, which is this, ax plus by equals c. And all that makes it in standard form is the fact that x and y are on the same side of the equation. So if I just lower my paper here a little bit, I'm going to rewrite that equation that's in the problem, y equals 2/3 x, negative 2/3 x minus 5 over 6. Then I'm going to move x to the other side. I'm going to do that by adding 2 over 3x. That way x and y will be on the same side of the equation, which is standard form. So now my equation looks like this, y plus 2 over 3x equals negative 5 over 6. Now I know that this equation here does not match with any of the equations from the answer choices. The equations in the answer choices are 2x plus 18y equals negative 5 and 4x plus 6y equals negative 5. So what I'm going to have to do is change this equation y plus 2/3 x equals negative 5 over 6 so it looks like one of the questions in the answers. One of the choices in the answers. What I'm going to do is, since I see that the y value here in A is 18, well, if I multiply this equation, this y by 18, that's going to give me 18y. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply this whole side by 18, but that also means I have to multiply the right side by 18, and just to make it easier, I'm going to make that a fraction. When I multiply that left side by 18, here's my 18y that's the same as in the answer. Now I have to multiply 18 times 2 over 3. Yes, I know nobody likes multiplying fractions, but here you can see it's pretty simple. I'm going to change 18 into a fraction by writing it over 1. 18 times 2 is 36. 1 times 3 is 3. And since you cannot use a calculator on your multiple choice part of the exam, if you don't know 18 times 2 in your head, well then work it off on the side like you'd learned, hopefully you learned back in elementary school. 2 times 8 is 16, carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. That's how I got 36. 36 divided by 3, really I can divide each by 3. And that gives me 12 over 1, which is the same as 12. So going back up here, when I multiply 18 to 2 over 3x, that gives me plus 12x equals, and even before you do the work in multiplying negative 5 over 6 times 18 over 1, I'm going to go back to my answer choices. Here I have 18y plus 12x. But in my answer choice A, it says 2x plus 18y. 18y plus 12x is not the same as 2x plus 18y. So I'm just going to save me some time and cross out answer choice A. C, I didn't really talk about C. Yes, this linear equation is already in standard form. Well, it's not. It's in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to also cross out C. So really, you could just say, well, I crossed out all the answers that I know are wrong, and I only have one left, and that answer choice is B. So my correct answer is B. But for those of you that actually want to see why, I'm going to do the same thing where, since my answer choice in B says 4x plus 6y, I'm going to multiply each side of the equation by 6. Because when I multiply 6 times y, that gives me my 6y. And when I multiply 6 times 2 over 3, I in fact do get 4x. Negative 5 over 6 times 6 over 1, same number in the numerator and denominator, so I can cancel those, and that's going to give me negative 5 over 1, or negative 5. So my equation in standard form is 6y plus 4x equals negative 5. Here I see that it's 4x plus 6y equals negative 5. It's just that the x and the y term changed, but they are the same. So I know my correct answer here is B.